Alright. So this is going to be another rant and relax video, something I haven't done in literally years. Maybe not years. Today we're just going to be relaxing playing some Medal of Honor Airborne. Classic 2007 game. And off we go. Well, I hope that plane turns out okay. So to give you guys an idea of what's going on for this video, Rant and Relax was always meant to be very kind of low-key. Botched landing, right? But it was always meant to be just a time where I sit down, relax, make a video, and tell people about myself, which is the favorite topic of very few people. So I understand why there might be some hesitancy to watch something like this, and well, I guess it's also supposed to be an exercise in, why am I still... oh, you. Ah, crap. We're landing in front of an MG42, that's probably something you're supposed to, well, prioritize. But yeah, this is supposed to be a way of me trying to burst through that internal voice that just tells me not to do things that aren't very interesting, or... I don't know. Just try to get me to do more videos more often. I want to do more than just Let's Plays, of course. I want to do, well, more talky things. I guess this is among those. So this is kind of a State of Trev video, if anything. Oh, that thing's big. That thing's really big. And I can't fight that, so... I'm just gonna run right over here. I'm already treating this like a Let's Play. But this is exciting, I like this game. I thought I could just talk over it without really thinking about it, but dang. I'm having fun. Until you get point blanked by that by pressing F to select instead of E. Well, almost 3 weeks ago, something unfortunate happened to me. I got laid off at my job. So, I've had a lot of free time. With that free time, I've done very little. Because before this, involuntary unemployment, I worked a night job. I worked a job that was 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., 12-hour shift. Now, there were some perks to it, you know, you got a paid lunch. I didn't have to clock out for my lunches. Some pretty decent healthcare for American healthcare. But you're working 12 hours straight. It's not good for the body, and especially a night shift, it's not good for the mind. And I'll be honest, I was thinking about trying to find something else anyway, it's just that it came without a, plan. See, here in the States, you can get let go of a job without any reason, and they didn't give a reason. When I say lay off, that was based on assumptions. They just said we're terminating your contract. Rather vague. Well, it is what it is. I'm going to be applying for jobs this week. I've been just kind of taking some time off. As I said, some personal time. If anything, trying to get back to a daytime sleep schedule has been difficult enough. After over a year doing the other thing. Yeah, good on these guys to pre-fire like that. Good on you. Now, with 3 weeks free, you'd think I'd be a very productive person, or at least slightly productive of my ambitions. Videos I want to do, places I want to see, instead of doing what I have been doing and spending a lot of time, well, at home. A large part of this is laziness, but there's something that I gotta face the fact of. And that is this little thing called Jeez. Executive dysfunction, which is a coin-old term for anything that really prevents you from achieving your goals that has anything to do with neuroses, such as, say, depression, ADHD, PTSD, or any other kind of mental condition that does not like to play nice with the mentality of productivity. There's so many different ways that it exhibits itself, and I've had to learn this on my own. Learning about the term, studying it, and seeing how it might apply to me, and just understanding that, hey, depression can make it so that I feel like everything I can do or can offer to people is undesirable in some way. And you end up focusing on the negative, such as how many less views it has, or how people don't want to talk about it, and you can kind of interpret from your own expectations, have those negative expectations, and justify them in some way. Or at least that's one of my own personal cases that I must conquer. I actually don't often talk about myself. At least not unless asked, and no one's asked for this video. It's just something that's caused me to exist in a lot of moments of solitude. Oh. Nice. Nah, this is, just as the name implies, I'm just gonna rant. Those of you who enjoy the sound of my voice without any context involved, this is probably perfect for you. This game has a nice aiming system that took a minute to get used to. So you don't move while aiming, you lean. The thing is, you can lean in any direction, up or down, and I've been able to pull off some shots that I otherwise wouldn't. Heck, even in VR, I find myself kind of envious about the aiming you can pull off in this game. Oh yeah, this. Gotta blow this up. Wrong button. Very nice. Jobless, for the moment. Gonna be applying in earnest this week. Those are good guys. What I expect to get? Well, see, I am basically just a laborer. I never managed to go to college, so there's no real, what's the word, profession that I can name. Nor one suitable for me that I would enjoy. Some people can say radio. Well, I've mentioned that previous executive dysfunction that made me believe that I would not be good enough for such a task, or to try to achieve... Ooh, got it. Recoilless rifle. The saw and job that I applied for the state, hauling around IT equipment. That sound like relaxing fun. There's always food service, but I never want to go back there again. I did food service for Smashburger for a couple of years, and besides, that company seems like it's failing. If somebody wants to refute this, please let me know. It's, figured the food was good. I held no ill will towards it. Some of these weapons are inherently inaccurate. Something that is seemingly at odds with today's standard operating first-person shooter kind of procedure. Dang it. They lost their weapons in the last cutscene. Oh, they're back. Can't always see where I'm getting shot from. You kidding me? Haha. It gives the option to kick grenades instead of throwing them back. It's a little bit faster. I guess I was wrong for assuming I could just play this game mindlessly. Lean like crazy and you'll do. Guess I don't have too much to say. I was talking about how I don't really have a career path. I would really like to work nearby. As in, within a mile or two would be ideal.
Colonel Scott Webb, commanding officer. This is the after action.
See, the last place was also a 45-minute drive. So you factor in 12 hours of working, 45 minutes there one way, 45 minutes there back. I don't know what got into me. Well, the pay was nice. And definitely a year ago, even more, I had a lot lower sense of self. To the point where just a job like that, as miserable as it was, it felt like I was in the right place. Now, coming from a direction of person with negative self-worth, that's bad. Feeling a belonging when you feel like you're terrible is not the right thing to do. Now, again, sorry if this kind of talk makes people uncomfortable. If there's anything that I can say I've done for my life, it's spread awareness of mental illness. It is very real, it's very prevalent, it's as prevalent as any other physical disease. A lot of people have to deal with it, so I want people to know that I feel comfortable talking about mine, at least in most cases. So yeah, somewhere close, maybe bicycling distance. I guess that's another thing I could talk about. You know, consider this series kind of a public journal. Very ranty. Not very well structured. I own a motorcycle, which used to be my main way of getting around. It was my first vehicle. There's some sentimental value attached to it, but I have a car now. A cheap car, one that may fall apart on me one of these days. But a car nonetheless, which works in the inclement weather of Utah. Ooh, that music. Due to my last occupation, that motorcycle of mine kind of fell into bad repair. Both the tires went flat and they had pretty big holes in them, and so I need to get it towed and I need to get it fixed this week sometime. That costs money, and it's a vehicle I don't really need, that I haven't been using very much, and as much as I love it, it's great for taking drives, I just... Who can afford something like that these days? I would love to hold on to it, but it's just like... Even if a vehicle is not doing anything, it's still costing you money. Either it's going to need repair because you're not keeping up with it, you're not running it when you need to run it. Oh, hey, leveled up to bayonet, of course. What I keep thinking about more than everything is a bicycle. The most weight I ever lost in my life was when I was regularly taking a bike everywhere. Way back when I lived in a different city. Someone let me borrow their bike. Really nice bike. For a few weeks. Rode it to work. Rode it everywhere. There's a lot of places to ride it. I don't know where I found the energy to do so. Lost 40 pounds in 4 weeks. It's amazing. Figured the motorcycle, according to the Kelly Blue Book... Shoot, a guy just says stop it. Cost around $2,000. Sell it if I can get it towed and get the tires fixed up alright. $2,000 in the bank, which would be nice to have without a job right now. There is a very needy job market in Utah. I don't have any qualms about getting a job, it's just trying to get a high-paying one. That seems to be in a better situation than where I was before, would be preferable. There we go. And just duct tape. Faster reloads. Much faster. Oh, sentimental value, of course, is keeping me from selling the thing, but you know what? I probably should just drop it. Even if I can afford it, it's a lot of wasted money, and motorcycles are nice to drive. They really are. It's like, as someone once described to me, a roller coaster on the street. Oh, but I also figure if I was in a better position, yeah, I could always buy a motorcycle again. You can get them pretty cheaply. Relatively speaking. This one's all paid off and that, but, you know... Spend a good amount of money on a decent bike just for myself. Really good lock. You can buy locks these days that kind of insure the bike as kind of a guarantee. Some of this I feel is almost personal, like, I don't know, talking about finances and talking about the like, used to make me pretty uncomfortable. But you know, sometimes keeping that stuff to yourself is a way of said things getting power over you. In a sense. Man, grenades aren't doing anything. And then we got Tiger Tank. Oh no. Uh-oh. Hey guys, I found a good place to cut. Oh, no, they chickened out. Never mind. Y'all have a good one today. I'm gonna keep playing.